Alright, we're going to work on the, I don't know if you can see, the Linn LP12. Alright, you guys probably won't be able to see me, but we don't need to look at me. I already got the screws taken out of here. These are just the little legs. And then 2 screws here. If you look here, so you can do 110 or 240, and of course we're doing the 110. But look how chintzy this plug is. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to wire in an old plug I had laying around that has ground. That way the record player will be grounded to earth ground, and then we'll also ground it to the chassis here. So let's get this crap out of here. Little modifications. And you're going to need you a little screwdriver. Alrighty. So, I don't know if I'll see if I have any pictures of how I got this. I probably don't. But I got this thing in a box, and it was all tore apart. I just been slowly kind of putting it all back together. Because these things are pretty high dollar. And I'm going to get it put back together and see what it's all about. You know, why people like these so much. Hopefully it works. It's kind of funny when you look online. People don't mess with them. They take them to people. Well, the way I look at it, it wasn't working. It's been sitting for probably 30 years in a box. The way I look at it, I might as well try to get it running. I think what I'm going to do is solder the ends here. Let's do that real quick. Slide that over. Plug in my solder gun. All I did is twist these nice and tight. Tight and right. Look how old my solder is. I've had this since I was a teenager. It's kind of discolored. Hopefully it's still good. Radio Shack. That's my favorite place to go. We don't have any more Radio Shacks in Arkansas that I know of. I used to go there and spend hours there just looking at the stereo equipment, buying stuff. All I'm doing is soldering the ends to make a good, nice connection. This way, when you tighten it down here, it's not going to split off. And then this other end, we'll put a, yeah, that'll fit right there. This is going to ground to the chassis. So basically, we're going to screw that in. And then this part will be grounded to the frame of the Linn record player. I'm going to cut off this casing. That way I can solder it. You know what? I didn't bring. I don't know if I have anything to crimp this. Try not to cut myself here. No promises. I hope everybody had a good holiday. We had a pretty good Christmas, good New Year's. So, Happy New Year! This will go right here. Let me grab a pair of pliers. Okay. Got a pair of pliers. I'm going to just see if I can smash this. Yeah. So now we'll solder this. Iron hole. Quit moving. Quit moving.
You're having fun?
There we go. Nice and soldered. So I'm guessing this on the, if you look here, slide this down. See, it'll be this way. So this is going to be our live and then our neutral. So our black wire will be our live. Loosen that up a little bit more. I'm almost thinking about putting another switch on here. Like an on and off. Because I don't know what these little things are right here. You see how it's kind of black right here and black right here. From what I hear, these get hot. Well, when I powered it up, these things, or actually when I plugged it in, these two things were hotter than crap. And it wasn't even powered on yet. So you almost need a switch to shut this off and on. Actually, you know what? I got one of those Christmas light remotes. That'd probably be good. Plug that in there and then I can have the remote shut it off and on. That way I know it's off and these don't keep getting hot. So we'll probably do that. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. So this Linn is from 1983, I believe. When you look on the serial number and run it offline. Alrighty. Put these little guys back on here. Afraid to get too tight and break it. I just left the bottom plastic off. It's going straight into wood. Alright, seems to be good. Next we need to wire up our RCA cables. Hopefully you guys can hear me. My throat's kind of hurting. Got a little bit of a cold. So somebody, I'll see if I can find pictures of it, but somebody basically stripped about this much of the casing off of here and had the wires exposed. So I basically heat shrinked everything on here. That way it's not messing up. And set my meters in ohm. That way I can kind of ohm this. And you can hear the, oops, oh my god, you can hear it ohmed out. So what you do to make sure none of your wires are touching, this one should be, I can't remember which one it is. I think this one's the right, so this should be the red. There's red. So I should be able to put one lead there. That's going to be my probe right here. It's touching right here at the end of this RCA cable. You can hear it. Now if I can keep it still. And I basically did that all the way around, checking the outside, inside. We have good connection. I got a good ground now. I soldered the end of this, soldered this too. So this is actually going to the tone arm. This is what basically receives everything. So now we'll ground. We're going to solder that together. And this ground will actually go down to here. And it will ground this plate here. So you got a plate here and a plate here, and then you're basically grounding your tone arm to that. I ground down a little bit where it's metal, got rid of the paint, so we know we got a good ground. Well, now I got to find the replacement piece. Alright, so here's our new one. I need to go to my shop and go get my dikes, or my wire strippers. But we got like a lot of snow out there, and I don't feel like walking in the snow. I've been working out in the snow all last couple days, and I'm done with it. I don't want to leave the house. That's why we're playing with this. Alright, so I just stripped the backing off. We're going to tie these together. We're going to solder this also. Alright, got a little generous with the solder. That's alright. So now we can check our ground. So we got a good ground there. Okay. Oh, where's our other? Let me check this ground on the RCA cable. Sweet. Alright, we're all good. Somebody already soldered this back here, so that should be good. I think we're ready for the tone arm. I gotta find all the screws. or find some screws for the stuff. So for now, let's put this out of the way. Yeah, let's flip this over. Give this a good cleaning. I know there's going to be people screaming, saying, you're not supposed to work on it. You're not a licensed Linn's repair guy. Apparently there's only like 6 in the world that know how to work on these. Okay. This is what, pulled this out. Got the original box. How cool is that? Somebody wrote down the belt size, which helped me out when I ordered a belt. Made in Japan. Cool. That's what it looks like. There's the belt I bought. There's probably the extra screws. I hope. It all looks like brand new. This has got a Blue Point stylus, and I believe they don't make the Blue Point anymore, or they may. I'm not sure. So I've heard these bearings kind of go crappy. You got to oil them. This one feels really nice. It goes up and down. You don't feel anything. It feels funny. Let's see, I'm missing. Oh, I need this guy right here. Give this a good cleaning. Well, not a good cleaning. I just want to get one of the dirt off because we're basically just kind of slapping it together just to see if it even come on and work. And then when it is working, if we can get it to work, then we'll go in and really clean it up. And okay, so guessing this goes this way. I thought this was metal. This is just wood. Got oil in here. Well, this is black oil, and Linn has black oil for your platter. So I bet that's what this oil's for, is right here. Hopefully there's enough in there to do that. If not, I heard you can run like 0 weight motor oil. I'll confirm that later. Yeah, we got a bunch of Allen screws and some screws. Really? None of these Allens fit that. Let me go grab my other Allen wrenches. Oh, that is the right one. I'm just gonna snug it. Okay. That's what these little screws are for, I believe. Okay. This will plug into here. This only goes on one way. Okay. Ooh, is that going to reach? I should have made that wire just a little longer. Oh, I guess you guys can't even see what I'm doing. You guys can't even see what I was doing. I tipped it on its side. You can see the wire just barely reaches. She's pretty tight. Tight and right. So you can see there's a lot of play in this platform here. That's why you really need this up in the air. That way you can make this all line up. Okay. Whew, I think we got that. Now we gotta wrap this thing down here. And when we go to fine tune this, Linn, due to the snow, some of my parts haven't showed up yet. So I have a tool that we can fine tune the tone arm on the record platter, and yeah, I'll show you all that. But like I say, right now we just want to see if she'll even work. So this thing don't hardly give, so I'm ending up just running it down this way and then shoot it back out. Should be fine. Bring it out like that. So this will tighten the ground up too. So now we'll have a ground and some thicker gauge wire. This should help with a lot of the humming, I think. I would think it would. Don't know, never done this before, but I get too tight because it's plastic. Okay. It should be good. Okay. Check this, make sure it's still tight. Okay, I got them a little tighter. Alright, I guess we put the back on. Just gonna wipe this off. Ow. You don't want to tighten this too much. I'm just kind of snugging it. Well, there it is, guys. Looks pretty good. Okay, it's on there. Doesn't mean it's right. Okay, put that in there. Maybe. Got this beautiful outer platter that got off of eBay. Cost an arm and a leg. But that's what this thing was missing. And you kind of need it. Put our belt on. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Okay. Power on. It may need a new motor too, because I've heard these motors are not that great. Seems kind of slow to me. Alright, outer platter. Power on. Let me rig up something so I can see if we got some sound. Throw a record on it just see if we got anything. It's working. I'll have to shut the music off. I had to mute it because copyright bullcrap, but it is working. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the record player off now until I get the rest of my stuff. We don't want to play it anymore until I get the right stuff to fine-tune this. But it is working. We have sound. We have left and right channel. Oh, man. More to come, guys. More to come. So, next, we'll start fine-tuning this. Once I get all my parts in. When this stupid snow will melt. That way I can get my stuff. And we got to finish hooking up the rest of the stereo equipment. That was just, I had it hooked up to Bluetooth to the sound bar, just so I can see if we got music coming out of it, and we do. I can definitely tell the tone arm's too light. It's floating too much. We definitely, that's what that scale will be for. We'll line it up. But guys, this has been sitting in a box for probably 30 years and 1,000 pieces. You know, only 6 in the world know how to work on these, apparently. Some redneck just got one working. Heck yeah. Alright, more to come, guys. Peace out. Signing off. Ah.